By now, a few of you have seen this video when this nonsense was spewed.
I be feeling like, respectfully, y'all is the grown-up versions of the that got hurt in high school while we was out with the drug dealers. Let me tell you something. We were victims then making horrible-ass decisions with grown-ass preying on us. Y'all gotta let that go. You didn't get no in high school. You getting now. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it.
Well, to get that taste of stupidity out of my mouth, I found a video where a woman set her straight on another dumb take she had.
So you think we don't I think accountable? I think that we hold each other accountable. I think that you want us to do.
I don't. I think because when a pro athlete from a single mother household makes it to the league, they're like, look at this single mom. She was great. This nigga is the king dingaling. But if that was a crackhead, they like it's because of daddy wasn't there.
Yes, absolutely. And as someone who was raised in a single mother household, I don't understand the narrative of asking about the absent father when I can't, again, if his presence isn't here, he does not have an influence on me. If society is raising my child, that means the mother is failing because she should be raising her child, not society. So she has access, she controls the access to what her child has access to, at least in the home. So this idea of blaming the father, he's not there. So
thank you, Pam.
Yeah, he's being blamed because he left.
Kamryn, right. So let's have this conversation. What you're saying is he's not there, so he can't influence. Him not being there is a lack of influence, and that's the problem. You don't see that issue?
Okay. Again, because this is my personal background, I can agree that yes, not having a father is a detriment in a child's life, absolutely. But when we go from the point of raising the child, you blame the person that raised the child.
Ha! Thank you.
Not the person that was not there, because again, yes, that is one trauma that I don't have a father, but any trauma that I experience in my life is due to whoever my mother left me around, whoever my mother put in charge of me, whoever my mother allowed around me, not him. Now, in the absence of a father, yes, I'm very sure that there are things that he could have protected me from and other things like that, and that's why a father is necessary.
All the decisions on her own if your father was there being a fucking man.
Here's the flip side.
Just the same question I posed to my mother: why would you allow a boy to get you pregnant? Because again, this is a mentality to abandon your children. So that's not a man.
You wouldn't be here. Why would you ask your mother that?
I'm sorry.
You would not be here had she not. So for you to be like you shouldn't have had sex with a boy, now you wouldn't exist.
I mean, agree. I mean, it's a
conversation. I just feel like that's a little much to ask your mom that when she gave you life.
My personal experience, and that right there is my point. Everybody assumes that every single mother does her job, does 110%, and does what she's supposed to do. Q literally works with children that are abusing. You're not going to tell me, Q, and you can attest to that, these children are being abused in homes with single mothers. And in the times that is because the women are not taking care of their children. Every single mom is not doing above and beyond.
That's your story.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's not just my story. That's actually more the majority of single parents. No. The real majority, most single moms are not doing everything they do.
One mic. We gotta do one mic.
The real majority is most single mothers are not doing everything they can. I have found very few real life single moms that are able to offer their children, and they are great mothers. But the great single mothers that I know are not the majority. Absolutely not. Do you see what these kids go to? The majority of these kids are in regular public schools. They're not in extracurricular activities. They barely have food in their homes. Their mothers are on 7, 8
public schools. They're bad people. You said the majority of these kids go to regular public schools, baby. Some of us live in good neighborhoods where public schools actually offer quality education. What's wrong with
public
That's not the majority of
regular.
The majority of public schools are below a 5 out of 10 in the scoring of greater schools. So my point is, majority of public schools are not great schools. So all I'm saying is the majority of single mother households are not thriving households, they're surviving households. And if you came from that, you would understand that that's the majority of our circumstances, not thriving.
But even this shot at saying that you guys are going to public school versus going to private school, a single mother.
That's one part of what I said. That's one part. What about the living conditions?
And that's the one part I'm speaking right now.
You yourself
speaking on. I'm speaking.
So you yourself said the mom was working 40 hours a week, right? If she's working these 14-hour shifts and society is raising her child, what do you think that child is getting into?
Message.
That's not a conducive household for a child. It's a conducive environment.
Back to what I was saying in regards to judging the mother for sending her child to public school when she probably can't afford private school. I understand that your experience is what it is. And I'm sorry that it was certain shortcomings that you went through. But what I am saying is that it's a little bit of things that you're saying that just don't align, in my opinion. Yes, is there people that can do better in parenting? Absolutely. People drop the ball in parenting all the time. Even the best of parents, your child is going to have something to heal from. But to sit here and say like, oh, the vast majority of single Black mothers are trash damn near, that to me is goofy. I don't agree with that, period.
Can I ask you something?
I agree with.
Okay, so I just want to know, when people have this sentiment, I want you to show me single mothers that you know that are thriving with their children. When I mean thriving, I don't mean just
I know many.
Because let me finish. The sentiment that I'm speaking on is the quality of life for the children. We understand that missing a parent is already a detriment. The first thing that I said is, why pick a man that is incapable of the responsibility of being a father? That's the first thing. But that's the hindsight conversation, because the kids are here.
Like asking,
Moving forward in that conversation, let's talk about how she's raising that child. What is this child's quality of life? Most women are literally paycheck to paycheck. How are you living a good quality of life, giving that child what they need? Because children need a lot. Everybody says that they're expensive.
No matter what that single mother does, she's not going to ever amount to what it is you're expecting her to amount to. No matter what she does, no matter what she does, no matter what she provides, no matter how she shows up for that child, no matter how good she is for that child, to that child, no matter what activity, whatever that child does, that's not going to be enough for you. And that to me is wicked coming from a Black woman. That is fuck. That's fuck.
Listen, come here. Shut your stupid ass up.
So you're basing that off of what you're saying is based off of my personal experience, but even statistics.
Off of the blanket statement that you said about Black mothers, off of your personal experience, is wicked as fuck to me. And it's
so what part of what I said is lame?
Period.
What part of what I said is lame? Because we all validated your experience, even though you don't even come from a single parent household, yet you spoke on it, and
I told you. I apologize that your experience was what it was.
I mean, you don't have to apologize. This is the reality of the Black community of children.
You need
like this.
Some love and some care.
Anton literally said the majority of our children are from single mothers. It's not my reality.
You assumed every single Black mother didn't give it. And I'm going to stand 10 toes for all the single Black mothers I know. I know some good ass single Black mothers. And
that's great. So do I. But there are few far and in between.
Speak up for them too then.
I have found very few real life single moms that are here to offer their children, and they are great mothers. But the great single mothers that I know are not the majority. Absolutely not. I did. If you weren't so angry, you would have heard me. If you weren't so angry, you would have heard me say that I know there are very good mothers out there, but they are few far and in between. We talk about single mothers.
Y'all gotta do one mic. Y'all gotta do one mic.
You're too angry to hear what I'm saying.
I don't want to. Nothing that you can say to me that is even going to be digestible to me as a person. Period.
And that's proving that. That's what I'm saying. So it's no point in having the conversation. You're not listening to what I.
Culinary Cam, she cooking.
Shut up, 2K. Don't be angry. Okay, let's do one mic. We have people that actually are single mothers on here. So, Kwane, do you want to speak on this?
I mean, unfortunately, my internet is acting up, so I don't even know if it's like giving what it needs to give even right now, because I missed a good majority of the conversation.
You don't want what Culinary Cam just did the motherfucking Randy, so you for the bow out.
No. That's not what happened, because I literally just got in. But the snippets.
A clip, and baby is gonna get ate the fuck up for speaking on Black women the way she just did.
And that's the only part of it that I'm a little like, I don't.
One mic.
Yeah, that's the. I came in on that part. That part I came in on, and I was kind of looking like, Excuse me. So I don't know what's the backstory? What happened with you, Kamryn?
So the question was asking about single mothers, and I assuming, what was it again?
No. I already know that part. I want to know what was your experience? What was the experience that made you say what you said?
Right. So I was basically saying that growing up from a single mother household, a single parent household, I understand the dynamic of being in that. And in saying that, most single mother households are not thriving with their children. We are merely surviving. They are merely making ends meet for the majority. I also said, with a comma, that there are great mothers out there that I know that are great single mothers. I have friends that have their children in public schools and work great jobs. But in saying that, they are few. So what all I was saying is that those women are few and far in between. They are not the majority of Black single mothers. And also, too, this idea that all Black single mothers are just the queen, they're all trying their best, they're all working their hardest, that's not true. And that's all I'm saying. There are some women that are not good moms, and this idea that all women are good mothers.
Outside source or from your own personal experience?
Everybody experience.
That's what I'm saying. This is not a me thing. It's not a monolith. I'm not a monolith in this situation. This is literally written down. This is statistically found. You can go outside and ask people that have single mothers and ask them about their experiences at home. You can ask Q, who works with children that are abused. These children are coming from single parent households majority of the time.
We're literally dragging the mothers for being who they are, and these dads genuinely are not. They're not even there.
All I heard was she knocking Mario coins out y'all ass. That's all I heard.
Get up.
Get up. Fight back.
I conversations, or you just like going back and forth with people, okay?
Huh?
You like having, if you can hear. Do you like having real conversations, or do you just like?
Cam just gave your ass a real conversation. You start talking about Black women.
The way I genuinely just broke that down, my guy. There was like, what's the next part of the conversation? You trying to make jokes? I'm genuinely trying.
I ain't here to make no joke. Culinary Cam just got on y'all ass. Now y'all trying to move the goalposts.